Hi, Marijana, how are you? Let me just check the volume on my device. I think it's okay. It's okay. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Hi, Jennifer. Just wait for a few more people to jump on. Oh, so good to stretch. I just woke up. It is 3:30 a.m. here. Good afternoon. Where I am, I woke up about 2:30 and I've been just watching some YouTube and stuff, and then I watched a video that really inspired me to just stop lying in bed and just get up and get on live or do some tarot or do one of my videos, but I decided to go on live, so yeah, super early. It's okay, I can go back to bed. I haven't got any plans today, so that's good for me right now. I can just like rest and chill. I'm just gonna spray some of this beautiful, I've got some of this, it's called aura spray. You can probably buy it where you are somewhere in a spiritual store. I bought this from Bali Buddha. They do ow, my arm. They do we do have a couple of shops, at least 2 or 3 shops over here in different areas, and it smells amazing. It's like cinnamon. So if you're interested in buying some, you can go to the Bali Buddha website. It's B-U-D-A, not B-U-A-A. For whatever reason, they spelled it like that. And it smells amazing. It's not very expensive either. It's probably like $5. But that's Bali for you. That's super cheap. Okay, hi Noxie, hi. Okay, so we've got 8 people on live right now. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do a quick collective read. I've started a list. If you're online and you haven't put your name in the chat, please do. I'll put your name on the list. If you do, you'll get a free reading if you do it now, because we've got 15 people on. So chuck your name straight on there, guys, if you're here. Say hello. If you're new, you're very, very welcome. I do have like, let me just say, a regular collective that comes on here, or my regulars. But yeah, you got 14 people on. We've got 14 people on, so please say hi. We're going to do a general collective. I'm like a kid in a candy store here with all my cards. I'm going to be using the Triple Goddess today because, I don't know, I just had a feeling to use it. It's such a beautiful deck, and it's really for the divine feminine. So maybe we're going to have a lot of feminines on here today. Thank you, Jennifer. Hi, Marie. How are you? So if you put your name in the feed in the chat, I will add you to the list. Let's go forward and have a look at a collective. What do I want to use? Let's have a look at the sacred, the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Okay, we're going to use that as a base. If you see me looking down or whatever, I'm not looking at the camera. I'm either looking at the feed or looking at the cards. Okay, so let's have a look and see what's here for the collective. And I'll show the cards to the camera when I need to. Okay, let's have a look and see what's here. What's the main energy today, please, Spirit? We've got a couple of months coming up, especially from, sorry if the camera wibbles sometimes. I'm on hardwood floors and they're not like super, so sometimes I'll move and the table moves, so apologies for that. We've got a couple of months of crazy astrology coming up. So I don't, there's so much fear mongering. I mean, it is going to be intense, but you've got Pluto and Neptune and Uranus and anyway, it is going to be intense. It is definitely going to be intense, but put one step in front of the other. Hey, Tina. Oh, Tina Marie. Yeah, put one step in front of the other and just keep moving forward. Put your head down, do what you need to do, do the healing work, and stand back. I'm hearing stand back and observe, and stand back and don't let others force you or push you into making decisions that you don't feel you're ready to make. So, and also be aware, thank you, Spirit, be aware that everyone around you that is not aware of astrology, I'll tell you something interesting in a minute that you may not know, or you may know, I don't know. Spirit's giving me a lot of messages at the moment, so please, just one at a time, please, Spirit. Be aware that everyone around you, or most people that are around you, right, in your environment, don't understand, not in an egotistical sense that I'm saying this, or for you guys either, but they don't understand astrology, they don't understand the planets and how they're aligning and how it's affecting them, they don't understand like spirituality, or how like spirit is trying to support us to ascend to like the next level, 4D, 5D. Most, I'd say 90%, let's say 80% of people don't understand it. So you're going to get a lot of energy that's around that people don't know what to do with. They don't know how to process things. They don't know how to process information. They don't know how to process the feelings and their emotions, okay? And they'll do it in their own human way. And Spirit's asking us, thank you, Spirit. Spirit said next. In other words, this is the next piece of information, because they give me so much information and I've got to sort of like park it all. And sometimes I forget. Thank you, Spirit. So, you know, it's really important that we acknowledge this and we have empathy for this, but Spirit's also asking us to stand back and observe others and situations, and also our human self, how we're feeling like emotionally, mentally, and how we're feeling, what was I going to say? Not spiritually, how we're feeling emotionally, mentally, about situations and people, so we can observe things and don't let other people rush you into making decisions. From a higher self perspective, view how you're feeling, how you're processing things, and ask yourself before you answer someone or speak, ask yourself it's the right thing to do or the right thing to say. Communication is going to be super difficult. Hi Ting, what are you doing? We're doing tarot. We're doing tarot. Hi Grace. So basically, we are in the age of information, okay? This morning I was watching something, and I may sound really stupid saying this because I really didn't know. Like, there was something on National Geographic. I started to watch, I don't know, it came to National Geographic and I started watching it. And it was saying how most of the internet data, communication, most of the data communication through the internet and the messages we send is through fiber optic cables that are buried on that are sitting on the ocean floor. Did you know that? I didn't know that. I thought everything was via satellite through space. 95% of every message you send goes to the tower, which goes to another place near the, near the coast, or if you're in the middle of the US, it'll go to somewhere that goes to the coast, that goes to the fiber optic cable under the ocean. I didn't know this. Who knew this? Okay, I don't know. I didn't know this. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I'm naive. Maybe I'm gullible. But Spirit's asking us really, because they're pointing me to that for a particular thing to talk about this today. It's really important that we don't just expect we know everything, or that others know everything that they're telling us, or that we just presume things. Who knew this? Did anyone know this? Or am I just stupid? Or not, I wouldn't say stupid, just naive, or just doesn't know, okay? So it's really important that we get more information on what we think we know. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, with all that being said, main energy, we have the Justice energy. Now, this is an oracle deck, but certain cards in this deck really do point me to the tarot. And this is the number 11. 38 breaking down to an 11, and we don't break that down. Everything Spirit's saying right now to me, everything that's happening between now and the end of the year, there's 2 points to this, is to prepare us for the year of 11, which is next year, 2027, 7 on the screen, okay? And to spend the rest of this year really unlocking who you are and what you want at a heart, soul, spirit level, okay? Not what other people say they think you want you to do, not what you presume you want to do or you should do, but what you really want, okay? And get clear on that. And then look at all the areas in your life that you need to like get more balance in. Do you need more balance in your social? I know I do. And partnerships, that's going to be a big key for me for the rest, for the like moving forward. Other people, not romance. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your connections you create, because Spirit's been giving me connections with others and opening up communication between people that I've known for years but never really communicated on a personal level. So Spirit's saying, like, right now, we need to start actioning what we need to get balanced in, and even write this down. I call it the 10 slices of the pie, okay? There's 10 areas of healing and balance. And it's something that I did at work. It's like, there was like a project we had to do, or it was more of an exercise where we had to present it to like the group. You know how you get put in groups like at school? Well, that's what happens at our work. We're like, right, this table's got 5 people and you need to sit down and like look at all these different areas and etc. And I think it's called, that's called like, not the wheel, but it reminds me of the wheel of the zodiac, okay? What was it called? Basically, you look at different areas of your life, your social, your work status, your family, your love relationships, your social relationships, etc. and see where you're balanced in your life. Is it balanced, or is one completely out of whack? Because lately I've been thinking, right, when I go back to my primary job, when I go back to work, because I've had my shoulder injury, and when I go back and get back there eventually, I'm going to just throw myself into my job because I miss it so much, right? And a big component of that is the people and what I can bring to the table, okay? How I can support these, like others people around me, to help them, to get them through their work life, and to help them with their public relations and stuff, because I'm a manager there, right? And I would say in the past 12 months, just doing my thing, what I had to do, like not the bare minimal, but like just doing without going outside my comfort zone. So Spirit is asking us to go outside our comfort zone, thank you Spirit, like within ourselves, to really dig down deep and say, what is it I want out of life? Because I've sort of found out personally, being in hermit mode, and I'm ready to get back out into the world now, but it's taken 2-3 months to figure this out for me. And that's a big part of why this happened to me, because Spirit wanted me to stop and say, what are you doing? And is it what you really want? Okay. So is it fair? Is it just? Is it balanced? All these questions. So what does Spirit want us to action right now? Oh my God. Yeah. Breaking things down completely and building a new foundation, basically. I'm just going to check my chat filter. Okay, I've got no one talking to me at the moment, so let me know that you're there. So it's basically this year, so we got 11, so it's preparing for next year. This is, and which is, okay, the number 11, 2027, and then the action is the number 10, which is this year. So Spirit wants us to action this now. It's mid-year, we're nearly like halfway through, we're over halfway through June. We're moving towards July pretty quickly. We've got a lot of things going on astrologically in July and August, and even through till say the 17th of September. We've got Chiron there supporting us, the healing, till September 17th. Thank you, Grace. And Spirit is really saying it's really time to burn things away. Look at all the fire here. It's time to burn things away. And with this blue, it's a couple of things here. With this blue, it is communication, how you communicate. It's also your divine masculine. Because the blue tree, I don't know if you know, but the blue tree, we paint blue trees in the desert here in Australia. Well, I'm not here in Australia right now, I'm there in Australia. We paint the trees blue to support men's mental health, okay? So where are we at with the masculines in our life, and where are we at with the masculine within ourselves, which is Aries energy. I was just literally saying, oh, I hate March and April of every year because it's Aries season. And it's very challenging because you've got a lot of ego, people that have got ego coming out of the woodwork. You've got a lot of narcissistic behavior with that, like the shadow side of the masculine, right? People that aren't growing, people, you know, etc. So Spirit is saying what we need to action is, where are we sitting in our masculine energy? Are we using that drive and action from our sacral chakra that we do have within us, whether we're masculine or feminine, in a positive way? Okay. John was just up here before and he's gone back downstairs, but if he comes up, I'll say we'll have a little meet and greet again, okay? A morning meet and greet, or afternoon, whatever. Hi, Star Soul. Hi, Debbie. Yagmore, hi. Is it Rain? Is that your name, Rain? Okay, hi, Jessica. Hi, Star Soul Media. You sure can. Debbie, I'll put your name on as Debbie Star, because I've got a few Debbies on here. When, you know, some of my people that are here, like my regulars, are called Debbie. Yagmu, is that your name? Rain. Cologne, hi Cologne. Thank you, Jessica. What perfume do you use? Oh my God, are we going to go here? Okay. I actually use Eternity, the old-fashioned Eternity, Calvin Klein, which you can only really, I think, buy online now. The original one. You can't buy it duty-free, I know that. Anyway, moving on. What is the, like, we're just going to pull one more card and then we're going to start. We're going to do Jessica's reading first. What is the, like, suggested approach? Okay, Spirit wants us to look at the suggested approach here to how we're going to do this. There's no place like home. There's no place like being within yourself and knowing yourself. So Spirit's basically asking us to get to know ourselves, because we change all the time too. We're not the same person. I know I'm not. Like 5 years ago, I'm not the same person 10 years ago, even a year ago, as what I am today, okay? So Spirit's asking us to, like, find out what that means to us. Home and family too, possibly, okay? Let's have a look at potential outcome. Time to go. So the potential outcome for this rebirth, of course, is leaving something behind and going towards a new opportunity. It's as simple as that with that card, okay? You are between worlds. A lot of you are already, like, you're already between worlds. You're already going through this, okay? Sorry about my hair. I've got a little bit of bed hair. I tried to make it look, but the thing is, I can't put this arm up any further than about here, so I can't do my hair. So my friend did my hair last night just to put it back so it's out of my neck, so it's off my neck and off my face, because it's getting super hot here in Bali in the days. It still gets really warm and it's so sweaty, like I can get sweaty and it's irritating, like on my neck. So I don't want to take it out, because if I take it out I can't put it back up again. Jessica posed your question. Oh my goodness. La la. Okay. So what transit are you talking about? Are you talking about astrologically, or like what are you talking about here? Let's continue to use the want to use the wisdom of the oracle still, okay? We're going to continue with that. What's here for Jessica with the transit that she's, whatever's going on in her life, okay? Oh, Venus in Leo. Okay. My Venus is in Leo. I didn't know that. I didn't know it was a because I don't like completely study astrology all the time. And it's very complex, right? So like later, probably when I retire and I've got a lot of time on my hands, because I don't want to start something now and then have to go back to work and then it's all about my primary job. Right. You've got the number 5. So it's bringing changes in. There's something here about acceptance. You may have felt or you may feel like orphaned here, like everyone has like abandoned you or forgotten about you, or the universe has forgotten about you, or it's changing from feeling like that to getting out there, Spirit saying, in the world and really showcasing your gifts, talents and abilities. So what do? What is it that you do that's a gift, talent and ability? So there's something about being not in the spotlight and now being in the spotlight. Or feeling like you're not noticed or being paid attention to in some sort of way. And actioning, because I talked about the divine masculine, right? Actioning whatever it is you want to break free from and move into. Okay. Hi, Marilyn. So let me know if that makes sense. Let me know if that makes sense. And it's time. You may think it's not time. This came out in the reverse, but it is time. Or it's very soon going to be time where you're going to change some aspect of yourself, whether this is how you feel internally or what you're putting out there, because I got the showcase, the spotlight, okay? And it's time to do this. Like, it's time to really showcase who you are in a very authentic, real way, okay? Oh, hi, Eddie. If you're but you didn't say about love, you just said with what's going on. You didn't say in any aspect, you didn't say work, love, whatever. Some of this may be love. A lot of this is to do with your career, how you present yourself to the world, okay? If this is in love, and we're talking about love, you have been alone. You have been like, no one cares, no one, a little bit of victim mentality, I'm going to say here, Jessica. And you may not have said it like that, or I'm not being like condescending or mean in any sort of way, but there's a victim thing here where you're like, no one wants me, I'm not attractive, there's competition, all those sorts of things. And Spirit's saying it's time, with this being the number 3, to start getting social in the right circles. All right, social in the right circles, and be your authentic self, truth be told. With any changes that you make, like, be authentic with it. This is bringing me to something Spirit's saying to give this example. We just had a celebration here in Bali yesterday called Galungan, and it's like the Western Christmas. And all the women get like, they go a hair done, and that's nice to do, right? And they have all these long fucking eyelashes and, you know, them full on makeup and their dress and whatever, costume. And it's beautiful and it's right, but it's not that authentic then. And it doesn't mean to say it's wrong or right, but it's not authentic, okay? And Spirit, there's something here about to a fresh look for yourself. Could be aesthetic, you know, this could be aesthetic, or it could just be like acceptance really of who you are and putting yourself out to the world, okay? Without any fear of judgment. Thank you, Spirit. Without any fear of judgment. And we have to put the work into ourselves to understand what we want and be balanced in some sort of area here where you're like, okay, like I talked about before, what part of your life is a percentage out of whack? which percent of your life are you putting too much time and energy into where you're missing out on other things? And for you, I feel it's social, right? Maybe you're missing out on a lot of social time here, Jessica, because of procrastination, because I'm not ready, I'm not willing or able. This is what you may be telling yourself. Okay, that's that 5, that orphaned energy. And Spirit's saying it's time to get out in there in the world. You possibly may want to travel, because that is significant here, but definitely being authentic and putting some sort of effort into something. So what do you need to put the effort into? Okay. 3s are usually about groups. In Australia, I don't know if you have it in the US, we have this thing called Meetup. It's not a dating website. You can go online and you can find out all the different groups or events in your area, even in your town. And, you may live in a small town. If you know, and go and do things with other people, like hiking or whatever you like to do. So you're meeting like-minded people. And when I go back to Australia, I'm going to search out spiritual groups, because obviously that's what I'm interested in, or tarot guild, or go to the spiritualist church once a week. So there's something here about, it's who you mix with. Who are you mixing with? If something's not working, are you, getting out of that comfort zone and looking for, if something's not working, it's not working, then it's not working. Is it going to get any better? Maybe not. Okay, you need to look at something else here. Yeah, it's not. If you keep going or frequenting the same bars or clubs or places that you're meeting people, it's not going to get any better. So Spirit is asking you to change something with that here, where you frequent, where you meet people. And I'm not saying most people that go to bars and clubs are just looking for intimacy, because maybe they're not. Maybe they're like you, looking for love too, okay? But you've got the never-ending story here. It's like everything you've been doing or everything you've been trying to work on towards a relationship, it's not working. So you need to change something. What is it? Only you can answer that, Jessica, okay? Yes, I'm planning on trying something new on Sunday. Wonderful. Cool. So that's something that you're interested in, and you may meet other people, well, you will meet other people there, all right? And remember, God will put the person in front of you that is meant for you when it's the right time and at the right place, okay? So there's a need to be patient here. And there's something about sharing your gifts, apart from that, apart from love, there's something here about sharing your gifts. I'm doing like 2 or 3, not collabs, but sharing gifts with people right now, privately, not, on YouTube, no, not on YouTube. It'll be more like calls where like I have a gift of tarot and insight and intuition, and they have a different gift, and we're doing like swapping things around. Like you can do so many different things to socially join with others. Okay, so exchange your gifts. Marilyn, post your question. Hi Eddie, how are you? I am using, if you want the Divine Feminine deck, which is the Triple Goddess deck, let me know. I'm trying to shuffle, not do too much on the table because it wiggles the camera around. And when I rewatch things, because I do sometimes, not usually my lives, but I rewatch my videos, sometimes the camera's going like crazy. And I'm like, I didn't realize that, because you don't realize when you're videoing, okay? All right. Okay. Great. Good. I'm glad you're going great. Maybe we'll have a convo today. I'd like that. On the phone. Eprik Dieter. I don't know if anyone else, I'll get to your question in a second, Marilyn. Did anyone else come on around when Eddie came on? I don't think so. I'm just looking through. No. Okay. So, Marilyn, how did Latonya feel about me when we met and she said I could send her my work? Will she be interested? Okay, so this is definitely a Rider-Waite-Smith question. I'm really having a lot of problems with my arm over the past 3 days. I didn't stuff it up, but I bent down in the fridge to grab something at the bottom of the fridge, and instead of squatting or getting down there, I sort of put my arm down there, and then I had a massive cramp, and now it's just been bothering me for days and days and days. And I'm going to the physio this afternoon, and I'm telling you, I ain't fucking looking forward to it, because the last time I went, it was so painful. He had me lifting just like 1 kilo weight. It was so hard. And I know I have to do it to get it stronger, but it's so painful, and it's so like, I have so bad cramps. It's so bad, and like nothing helps it. No amount of deep heat cream, or the creams, the heat creams you get, nothing will change. No tablet I can take, nothing. It is so fucking frustrating. Like, I'm telling you. John, I want John to come up here, say hello to everybody. Sorry, I just like Okay. Thank you, Star Soul. I will read and you must be into astrology like I am, but I go through spates of like watching it and then not watching it, but I do have all the transits, and I do look at like when something, like if I feel like the energy is off, I'll be like, what's going on astrologically? So I'll do that. And full and new moons, we always do a special live, but other than that, I don't pay too much heed to it unless it's all over YouTube, like July and August transits and what's going on with Pluto and Neptune, blah blah blah, and all the squares and the conjunctions and the trines and stuff. Like I'm aware of it all, and I'm aware. And by the time July comes up, so I want you guys to do the same thing. I want you to be aware of it. Will she be interested in working with me? Will Latoya be interested in working with you? Let's see how she felt. How did she feel? She's unsure right now. You got the Temperance card in reverse. This is like, yeah, not sure. So why is she not sure? Does she need more information? Because that's just what I got immediately. So like, I'm getting like the Page of Swords. She wants to look into you more. I don't know if you have a LinkedIn account, because that's just come to mind, or some sort of profile online. Perhaps she's like looking. She is a bit cautious here for whatever reason. She's like, I'm not sure. I feel she's done something with someone in the past before, and it didn't go very well, or it didn't work out well. There could have been a lot of fighting and conflict. I'm not saying that's going to happen with you, but she's just like wary. There's wariness here, Marilyn. Yeah, she had, it may have taken, we're talking about past energy here, it may have taken a little bit of drama getting out of a situation she had contracted with in the past with someone. All right, so she's really cautious now, not just about you, but anyone she comes into contact with a collaboration or working together, or business or money, or especially if finances are involved. So what happened here in the past? Something happened here in the past where she got burned, not literally, but you know what I'm saying. She got burned, possibly financially. Yeah, there's that Page of Swords. She needs more information. She doesn't have all the information. She can't just say yes to someone without getting the full picture, possibly your history, maybe your financial history even, or projects you've done before. Hi, butterfly. Yeah. This is interesting. You've got a masculine here, and I do feel it is literally a man, okay? Not the masculine within her. I feel that this is a masculine coming in, or that you're talking to, and there's some sort of success with them. Now, I'm not saying that there's not going to be success with Latoya, but right now in the current situation, she needs to find more out, okay? She needs to find more out. So answer as many questions as you can for her. 1212 on the screen, which is 33. You know, you guys, you've been on all week with me. You know, I've been seeing a lot of threes. We've been seeing a lot of threes. That's all about collaborations with others, working with other people, groups, like we've been talking about, okay? Like the last reading was about. So there's going to be a lot of communication and information coming in. It's going to be coming in towards her if you can provide her with as much as what she needs. If you're asking for something from someone to work with you or to lend you money, I don't want to know all the details, okay? But there needs to be a payoff for them, okay? So she's looking for the payoff here. What is it going to do for me? You know, because her time and energy is still business, right? It's still business. We don't do things unless, humans don't do things and not, okay, I'm not articulating this very well because we don't do things to get things back. I certainly don't do things with friends to get things back. I do them because I care, I'm interested, I love the person, I want to help them, want to support them. But usually in business, people are, you know, there's got to be a fair exchange of time, energy, and possibly money. Okay, no pentacles have come out here, by the way, about the financial side of things. Eddie, get ready with your question. But you are building some sort of strong connection with somebody. So who is this? And I'm leaning more towards the masculine side, the masculine we just talked about. Like there's going to be success possibly with a masculine energy. Maybe she's connected to a masculine energy. Maybe this is a new person, okay? Yeah, you've got some sort of elevation coming up for you in regards to a project or moving forward with a partner on something, but I'm just not sure it's her. So let's just on her side, because I'm like doing two sides here. It's working out like that in the reading where I'm separating these two people. So there's a feminine here on my left and there's a masculine on my right here. And this masculine is really good at business, and I do feel that there will be a collab with him more over her, right? So I don't know whether you've met her yet. We've got 333 on the table, literally, okay? There will be legal paperwork to sign. It's between two people. Either you're deciding between two people or it's just between two people, okay? Her husband was a well-known person in the industry. Is the masculine her husband? Maybe, I don't know. That's a whole other reading, okay? I'm not seeing that it is. I mean, it could be, but I'm not intuitively feeling, I'm not seeing that it is. He's not coming out with the female to show they're together. So we'll ask for the next three cards to show the Queen or the Queen of Cups or the Queen of Pentacles, because we've got two kings on the table, but we don't have a queen, okay? But there's definitely money being exchanged. Show me clearly, Spirit, and we've got the Ten of Pentacles. Look at that, wanting to peek it out, okay? So peek itself out there. All right. There's definitely an exchange of money. Show me the Queen or show me the Queen of Pentacles or the Queen of Cups in the next three cards. 1, 2, 3. The Queen of Pentacles has come out. So it's very possible, yes, it could be her husband, because I've asked for the card and it came out. So this would say it's a yes. If I'm trusting in Spirit, which I do, it would be a yes. I think it is. Okay. Eddie, post your question. Hi, Hibat. How are you? It's about 4 a.m. in the morning where I am. I woke up at 2 o'clock, Eddie. And initially I was like, I'm tired. But then I got up and had a coffee, and then I started to like watch stuff on YouTube. And then there was a video, Eddie, that came up, and I was like, get up and either go do a video or go on live, because the video inspired me to move, to move. Okay, let's look at two sides. I'm not going to say her name. We'll just say the feminine and the masculine. So Eddie and the feminine, okay? Let's have a look and see what's here. I'm just going to keep my glasses on. Thank you, Heba. I've put you on the list. Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. I'm asking about her first of all, and Spirit's saying this is very complex. She's very complex, like at a soul level, a mind level, emotional level. There's a lot of complexity, but not in a negative way. It's very complex. And Spirit's also saying she doesn't know. Okay, so she's very spiritual actually, but it's not apparent to her because there's no awareness, or she's not putting the awareness in her life first where it needs to be. Okay, she's operating from the human self, not the higher self. Yeah, thank you, Eddie. Okay. You've got the Temperance energy, so this is Sag energy. Isn't this a beautiful card? Do you find, you don't have to answer this question, but this is what's coming through, so I have to say it, right? There's something about menstrual cycles here, and the cycles of the moon with her. Now, it may make sense to you. Maybe when it's a new moon or a full moon, you can notice a massive difference in her persona, how she operates, how she acts, or even menstrual cycles, okay? Because that's coming through really, really, really strongly, okay? Hold on. So she has the ability, this came out in the upright, when she's feeling that emotional drowning, I'm hearing, she can remove herself from this situation. She can tap into her higher self. And you can teach her to observe her human self from her higher self. Because if you see the toe in the water, she's dipping it in, but she's removing it. And then she's holding her hand up to the moon. So this is about embracing the emotion without getting too deep into it. And she has a green dress on. So heart chakra meditation, like if you can help her, I don't know if you can. We fight every 2 weeks. Okay. Hey, Pepsi. I think she might need hormone replacement therapy. Okay. So it's a beautiful card. And of course, the Temperance energy is about divine timing. It's about balancing all things. And with the Temperance card, it doesn't look like it, or like, even in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, but it is air, fire, earth, and water in one card. She does, if she wants to, she can have She does have the ability to tap into some sort of gift on a spiritual level. And of course, like, she's not ready for that yet here, but she does have the ability to do that. The moon cycles, especially full moons, full and new moons, but especially full moons here, okay? Things touch her at a real heart level. Like if you have a fight or something happens with her job or with her and a friend, it affects her at a really, really, really soul level, like a heart level. So her balance, her heart chakra is not balanced. Her emotions are not balanced, but she can do it because it's in the upright, this card, okay? And she can dip in and out of her emotions to her, like when she needs to, and be practical when she needs to. So it's about having one foot on the ground and one foot in the water, in the emotions, but it's coming out of the water here. So she's able to go in emotionally when she needs to and pull out when she needs to, okay? And be more grounded. And I think you can help her with that. Okay. I've got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, masculine energy here. Now with that, okay, we're just going to pull another couple of cards and I'm going to tune in to see if this is about another masculine or this is her masculine side, okay? She's extremely generous. That's what I'm getting from this card. She has a lot of time to communicate with others. To her detriment sometimes, okay? So say in her work, she has a lot of time to give her attention to others, to talk to others, to understand everyone else's point of view when she really also needs to like tap into her own, everything we just talked about basically without repeating it, okay? Yeah, Queen of Cups. So she needs to tap more into the emotional side of herself and understand herself on an emotional level, because I think that she's got like her practical, her earth energy, not her air energy, that's another story, okay? But her earth energy where she can be grounded when she wants to, she's like got that down pat. But when it comes to communication, I feel that she communicates what other people want to hear and not necessarily what she feels at an emotional level about what they're doing, a situation, or what she really wants to say. Because this King of Swords, which is her, I don't think it's another person, this is her being grounded. She's sitting on a chair here and speaking and talking to people and saying, you know, whatever. But when they say something, she's not giving, she's not giving constructive criticism to these people. She'd rather them like her, them set up boundaries or say, actually, no, you're wrong. Or step in and say, why did you speak to that person like that? That wasn't very nice. Or don't say that to me. Like there's no boundary here. She just wants others to like her. Because if she gives constructive criticism or has an opinion, and I'm not talking about being dogmatic, I'm talking about like literally saying, well, no, that was right. If someone asks her a question, instead of her saying what she really thinks and knows at either a grounded level or emotional level, if she says what she wants, she's not going to like possibly the feedback or the response, which then is going to trigger an emotional trigger which she can't deal with, okay? So she'd rather other people like her and just her to be a bit of a yes man, woman, whatever. She'd rather be a yes man than have to deal with her emotions. And that is like boiling it down to that. Now, that's nothing to do with your question, is it? I think this is just you having a really understanding of what's going on here. There's an emotional thing she doesn't want to face because of rejection. She doesn't want to be rejected. She doesn't know how she deal with someone, any conflict, and how she deal with that on an emotional level. So she just is a people, yeah, like you said, oh yeah, like you said, she's a people pleaser because she doesn't want to deal with the emotions or any conflict if she actually says what she feels. So you can do a lot to help her there, okay? What's going on with Eddie and Brittany? Stacy, sorry. It's only because I was talking to Brittany yesterday, that's why. Okay, we've got the Page of Wands, we've got the Three of Cups and the Six of Wands. So this relationship is really gonna, and I think that's why that came out first, because Spirit's saying if you can understand this 110,000% what I'm saying, then you can really help her open her heart chakra and do the healing on the heart chakra level, and help her with how to communicate with others in an effective way. Because if you keep doing something for others, okay, so Spirit showed me a video that I watched about a week ago. Like this guy, he's a really good fisherman. Let me just put it really, really short story, long story, 10-minute story short in like 30 seconds. This guy's a great fisherman. He goes out and he goes fishing every day. He catches the best fish. He catches the best fish for the village. And every day he comes back with the fish. He puts in the work, he gets the fish. He goes and whatever, he gives like people the fish. They eat it, they cook it up, they love it. And he goes and does it again and again and again and again. And one day he goes, why am I doing this? If I wasn't here, these people wouldn't have had a fish. So he stops going fishing and everyone's freaking out. We've got no food, we can't eat. What's going on? Where are you? Why didn't you do our fishing for us? And he says, I have to stop because you need to learn to do this yourself at some point, or teach your children how to do it. Because how are your children going to be able to eat if when I'm gone and you're gone, they haven't learned the lessons or learned the skill, okay? You're going to be really happy in this relationship and it's going to be successful if you're able to together passionately figure this emotional thing out. And a lot of it's got to do with how she relates, not just to you, but to others. But if you can figure the emotional thing out of it, and you can help her heal on that emotional level and grow in that way, then it's going to, Spirit saying, save a lot of heartache and pain, right? Because you're going to be able to understand, she's going to be able to understand what to do with her emotions when she has conflict, when she has to speak up, okay? All right. Marijana, it's your turn. First on the free list. Bear with me, guys, because sometimes, like, I have to, like, my arm, Eddie, it's absolutely, it's going to be more of a long road than I thought it was. It is so aching and painful all the time, like literally 24/7. The only reprieve I get is when I sleep. I get cramps really bad, like that I'm just going, like that, like I'm holding my arm and just like, not crying because I'm not a crier. It's so bad. Hi FC, hi Deep Tiger. Please let me know your names if you've got, yeah, FC. So, and then I'm like all this is this arm, and because I haven't used it, I'm getting like everything, I guess, anything I'm eating, like all, like I'm getting fat on this arm, and it's just like, oh, it's so annoying. It's so annoying, and I can't literally, yeah, it could be nerve damage, but it's only literally been, I did it on March 16. So that's only 3.5 months ago or something. Or March or April or May. Yeah, it's actually only 3 months ago. So I should be more like patient, but I've got probably another 3 months before I can literally, because if I fly back to work, because I fly to work, guys, I work very remotely in the desert, in a village in the middle of the desert, like literally. It's very hot up there too. But like they won't let you go, they won't let you work in that remote area, like in the remote area, unless you are 100% fit for work, and you literally have to do medicals and shit to get there. So I did all my medicals and everything. Like I have a medical every 5 years, and I fly to work. I take 8 planes a month usually, like flying to work and back, and also to Bali and back. But like they won't let you go up there. They will not let me return there until I am ready, but I can go and work in the office in Perth City, which I don't want to do. I just fucking don't want to do it, but I know I'm going to have to do it, but I don't want to do it because I don't like working. I don't do a 9 to 5, this is why I don't do a 9 to 5. And it also means that I wouldn't want to tissue salts. I wouldn't want to do a 9 to 5. I don't know how people do it, but I understand why people, I understand people with families and whatever, and I couldn't do a 9 to 5 again. Like once I finish this job, which is 12 days, right? I do work from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. every day for a week, and then I have a week off, and then I fly back and do another week and have a week off. And that's been 13 years. Well, it is, because I'm trying to like compensate. It's so annoying. Okay, and I'm actually going to, it's called the Arc today, and they have like sauna, steam, ice plunge, which I'm not going to do, swimming pool, and yeah, so I'm going to do a cleanse today. Yeah, they do, but not in Bali. Like I can't take anything like that over here. I have to wait till I get back to Australia. 15:15 on the screen. My back, it affects my back, it affects like my posture, everything. No, I don't want to do an ice plunge. I'll have a heart attack. I'm not doing the ice plunge. What's going on here? Nude beach. Oh, please, Eddie. See, YouTube just held that for review. You really just gotta, yeah, no, you can't take steroids. Yeah, like I'm puffy here. I'm taking like, I'm making this thing called jamu. It's like turmeric, ginger, orange, and lemon. I had a lymphatic massage about 3 weeks ago, but I'm actually going to go find somewhere in Canggu, but it's so expensive over here. Like if you go to Canggu, like everything's so expensive. Most of the world knows about Canggu, so you know what I'm talking about. And it is so. Start stroking neck towards club. What, like this? Yeah. Well, it would help if I could literally exercise too, because a lot of that, and it's been like this for years anyway. I'm not like worried about that because like I've always been puffy. I just need to get in a sauna and just sweat a lot of this like things out. Okay. Marijana, let's have a look at your message. I don't think she's here. Voda technique, not deep lymph as it blocks. Voda. Send me an email. I'd appreciate that, Star Soul, with like information, Debbie. Okay. I'm going to take a quick break in a second. I'm waiting for Marijana. She's not there. Jennifer, are you there? We're going to go to the next person. Thank you, Star Soul. My email is below. Let's have a look. We're just going to light some sage. And, I'm going through, well, actually, I'm not going through menopause. I actually never really it never really affected me. I think when I was pre-menopausal, it did affect me. But now, I'm 53. And when you're older, I don't know how old you are, Debbie, but like maybe you're my age, I don't know. But when you're older, your body completely changes. You get more fat around your hips and your midsection. You're constantly trying to figure out how to lose them. Like you know, if any of you ladies are on there now, we should have a chat about that one day on a live. Let's talk about like midlife crisis and post-menopause or whatever, or menopause. That would be an interesting conversation. Maybe I'll do that for the Divine Feminine. Okay. And for those of you who haven't gone through it yet, you'll see. Yeah, so you know, Debbie, okay? You know what to do and you know what I'm talking about, because your body does change. Once you hit 50, you have to so watch what you eat and your exercise, everything, okay? And I suppose it's the same for men, but in different ways, right? Thank you, Star Cell. I appreciate that. GLP-1, what the fuck is that? You're not giving me some dodgy information, are you, Eddie? Jennifer's not there. Noxie, post your question, and then I'm going to have a break, guys. This keeps coming out. Who's a fire sign online? I've got a masculine fire sign here. Sag, Aries, Leo, male. I've got a masculine fire sign here. Who's the masculine fire sign online? If you are here, let me know. Jennifer, post your question. Marijana is not here. She was first on the list, and I know I've been on an hour and not done any freebies yet. General. Let's have a look, see. I know I've got to do, like, I've just downloaded some Tai Chi and also Japanese, like doing a Japanese thing where you like slap parts of your body in the morning for like 5 minutes, whatever, and move your body in a certain way. So I've downloaded that and I do all this and I never actually do it. So I'm lazy in that way. So I should actually do it. Okay. Jennifer. General for Jennifer. Who was I doing? I thought I was doing Noxie. Jennifer, I called your name out numerous times. Okay, we're going to do Jennifer though. And then we'll go to Noxie. Okay, Noxie. So Jennifer will be first. I'm going to I've just shuffled this deck. 8 of Cups. You're making me self-conscious now, Debbie. I feel like I don't want to go on camera now. Okay. I know you didn't want to make me feel like that. It's just, that's my own, you know, thing. Okay. Jennifer's main energy, Jennifer's main energy. Oh, sorry. Eddie, you're still here. Okay, Jennifer, you have the sun at the bottom of the deck, all right? So the sun. You're not seeing something here. I think you're focusing on a lot of other things apart from, like, first of all, you feel, and I may have said this to you before, I feel like I have, but I can't remember that I have. I just feel like I have. You may feel that you have to sacrifice something for a hope or dream or wish, and maybe you do. Maybe you have to be more careful with your money, or maybe you have to, like, definitely people that you're around, like cull some people out of your life. You could have to sacrifice some friendships to be able to follow your dream for whatever reason, okay? Because these people can't go into the next cycle with you, or even a person if you're in a relationship, and you'll know what that means to you, okay, Jennifer? So let me know whether this is making sense. Wow. The world is here in the reverse. You have to sacrifice either one friendship or more than one friendship to be able to have your new beginning, which is in the upright, the Fool, okay? And it may hurt to let these people go, but there's a really strong need to let them go, because, and you know who these people are. Now, it may be one person, it may be two people, it could be family members, it could be a relationship, but there's definitely someone you need to let go. Now, there's still one or two people in your life that are very, very good for your life and very good that, and going to be there to move you into the next era, cycle, timeline, whatever. Okay, and what I'm talking about is when you know something's completely over, and that's why you had the Eight of Cups, because you know you have to walk away and it's going to make you sad, but to walk towards the Nine of Cups, you're going to need to sacrifice these friendships or people because they can't come with you. Five of Cups, right? They can't come with you, Jennifer. Give me more information on this, please, Spirit. Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Seven of Pentacles, which is very Mercury retrograde energy. Now, we have the Mercury retrograde the 29th of June till around the 19th, I think it is, of July. It's for 3 weeks always. We have like 2 or 3 a year, depending upon the year. All right. There could be someone within your family circle. This could be financially related as well. Maybe you're spending too much time at work or too much time with friendships and not family. There's something that's not balanced out here. You need to sacrifice something. You may also be needing to look at your money, and you could be doing this in Mercury retrograde, where you're really looking at like where you are at, where you're at now, where you want to be. Okay. And you're looking at your finances and saying, I want comfort in my life. How do I need to get to where I need to get to in a practical level? Okay. Five of Pentacles. There's definitely someone you need to walk away from. We've got the Justice card in the reverse and then the Eight of Cups again. So, you know, meditate on this. Ask for Spirit to show you who this is if you're not sure. It may be a group of people, maybe more than one person, and Spirit will give you information, so you'll be able to walk into this next cycle with the people you're supposed to be around, or the job you're supposed to be in, or the family members you're supposed to be around. There may be a masculine in your life as well that you need to release. Okay. Spirit's saying, let's just give you a tip. So I feel that that's one of them, but I feel there's more than one of them, okay? Up to 3 people, I would definitely say here, that you need to move away from, okay? Definitely up to 3 people you need to move away from. You know, like within your soul, if you don't know literally and you can't say, blah, I know who this is, like to yourself, you do know intuitively who this is, okay? And you may go, well, that's my brother or that's my sister, I can't do that. Well, you can, okay? And you're going to have to. If you want a happy life, if you want to go towards some sort of dream. And I'm going to give you a quick example. Say you're living at home and your father is very controlling and you're, you know, under my rules, under my house, like my rules, my house and all that sort of thing. And no, you can't do that. You've got to go to college and study that, or you can't date that person, right? Whatever. You can't go out over that after that project. This is an example, right? You're going to have to figure out how to get out of that situation or environment so you can follow your own dreams if someone's being controlling in your life. So it could be a masculine, it could be a brother, a father, and somebody that's important in your life, even a male boss that's saying, no, sorry, you can't learn that because, you know, you need to focus on this instead of giving you a new opportunity. So there's lots of different scenarios. You should know who it is, okay? I'm going to have a quick break. I won't be too long. I'm just going to turn the camera that way because I'm just going to go this way. That makes sense. I won't be too long, and then we're going to do Noxie's reading, okay? Okay, let me put my glasses on. Oh my goodness. Hi, Julie. Hi, Felicia. Yeah, I went on super early today. We've got about 4 people on right now. You know, when I leave the feed, people do usually like toddle off and do other things or whatever. I'm going to read the list though. We've got Noxie, who is next. We've got Grace, Jessica, Debbie. That didn't really work. I'm always careful with lighters though. I'm always careful because like one of them like exploded the other day. Not exploded, but it popped and made a big noise, and I'd hate that to happen when I'm using one. Hi Sean. Okay, what's going on here? It's the tarot channel. It certainly is. Oh, Noxie, let's have a look at a journal for you. Talk to me and let me know if this is resonating when I'm doing your reading. Okay, I'm not going to read the list right now. My shift is about to start. Sorry, Grace, you are after Noxie, so just hold on. Hopefully we'll get to you. But if I do have a donation before Noxie, I'm going to use these cards for you, Noxie, and then I will have to do the donation. But well, let's have a look. Okay. Oh God, my shirt is like, the lighting in here is no good. Oh, can't wait till I get my studio. Okay. Okay, Julie, thank you. All right, let's have a look and see what we have here. General for Noxie. All right, I've pulled 3 cards, so we're going to pull clarifiers for each card. The first card we got is service. I feel good when I can help others, but you know, is that to your detriment right now, or are you overdoing that? You can feel good when you help others, but there's got to be balance, right? That's why I go on for 2 hours, and that's it. I limit my live streams usually for about 2 hours because I have to balance other things. I have to eat. I have to maybe sometimes go back to bed and rest because I've got up too early, like I did today. I've got to, you know, go about my day. I've got things to do, people to see, places to go to, etc. So, you know, are you giving too much service to others? Let's pull 3 cards on that. Yeah, exactly. At the detriment to yourself. 9 of Cups in the reverse. So a lot of the energy you pour into others right now is great, but it's definitely a detriment to yourself in some way. So you may be missing out or sacrificing your own personal happiness for others right now, okay? And Spirit wants you to find balance in that. Oh my God, literally, Spirit. As I said that, we got the balance card with the justice energy in the upright. Spirit says, what are you not wanting to look at within yourself? So you pour attention into others, okay? Oh my God, that scared me. My dog just had a little shake downstairs and I heard noise. I forgot he was inside. John, come on, baby. Okay, we've got the 8 of Wands here. What are you doing? Are you doing something online here? Are you doing something online for work? Are you committed to an online YouTube channel? Or I don't know, there's something here. Maybe you can bring your gifts, talents, and abilities to like a YouTube channel or a Rumble channel, or there's something here where you can be service to others, but you can like incorporate it into like a business. Or you're doing a lot of work online of service to others because you got the work card at the bottom of the deck. Okay, the next card is empathy. I'm open to seeing both sides to a situation. And straight away with this, I'm getting like psychology. So I don't know whether you study psychology or you did, or it's part of your job. You know what? I have to be a psychologist where I work, my primary job. Like I should be. You should have a psychological degree to be a manager, like literally. I think you do have a lot of empathy, right? I think you do. And I think that you do see both sides to a situation. But sometimes there's like a but here. But sometimes you're not have like constructive criticism, because that's been coming out this morning a lot. That's been coming out with this live a lot. Constructive criticism. I said it in Eddie's reading. I'm saying it in yours now. Yeah. Yes. So this is about your communication. Like, there's something here about really being honest with others. If you're working with others and you're supporting them in any way, this is about like not hiding what really should be said here. Okay, being very clear in your communication and see both sides to a situation, but definitely like, especially if this has got to do with your work, it could be friendships or family as well. Maybe you're not willing at this point to really open up and say what you really think by fear of rejection. This has got to do with something to do with other people. Perhaps other people open up to you, or you're the one that gives empathy. I feel that you're the one that gives empathy to others. And sometimes other people don't see it, like other people see it as criticism, or other people see it as, you know, something they can't handle, especially emotionally. There's definitely something here, like you work with people that like emotions, or like not maybe a psychologist or a psychiatrist, but something to do with supporting others in their emotions, okay? And you may work with children, you may work with people that are just don't understand on an immature level mentally, and some people that are broken. I'm hearing people that are like find it very, very difficult to process emotions, and you're showing the empathy. The last card we have is patience, understanding that everything happens in divine order, and that you have to wait for things, or you're telling this or showing this to others like it's part of your learning. It's part of your learning, your training, and what you bring to the table to show people that, you know, sometimes you just have to wait for things to play out, to pan out. This is also Mercury retrograde energy, which is at the end of this month. Like, you give others the strength to go towards their dreams and help them let go and make certain decisions. I feel that this is your service to others, okay? But the star's here in reverse, and so is the Nine of Cups. So a lot of the time it's at detriment to yourself. So Spirit's basically asking you to balance your life wheel out here, okay? What are you putting too much attention into, whereas it's taking away from what you need to be working on a personal level, okay? Grace, post your question if you're still there. Please don't put questions in the feed. I don't read them until it's your turn, so you're wasting your time, okay, when you put them there. I don't read them, especially when I'm reading for somebody else, right? Grace, sorry, Tina is next. Marie Tina. My pen was on top of that. I didn't see that. Grace, you're after Tina. If Tina is still here, she may not still be here. She may not be here. Tina, Grace, Jessica, they're the next three people, okay? Tina, Grace, Jessica. Or was that Crow's Nest? I think Crow's Nest, because we had Crow's Nest, so we got Debbie. Tina, Grace, and Debbie are next. I've been on for about 35 minutes left, guys. If you are further down the list, and you know you are, then you can donate if you want to. We've got Tina, Grace, Debbie, Yag Mu, Cologne, Dieter, Heba, Pepsi, Deep, FC, Felicia, Julie. I don't think Julie's here. Who's online, please? We've got 5 people here. Shuffle the cards for the next person. Who's waiting for a reading? Tina, Grace, or Debbie? Hey, Julie. Thank you, Heba. Thank you, Julie. Who else is here, please? I've got 7 people online. I need to know who's here, so I need to know who's going to be next. Okay. Heba and Julie, you're a little bit further down the list. FC, you're also further down the list. Give me 2 more people that are here, please. Okay, Heba, post your question. We don't have time to wait for people. If they're just sitting here listening, that's fine. But if people don't want their questions today, I just saw the moon energy here, Heba. I do feel that's for you. Ooh. Heba, post your question. How does Renee the Scorpio feel about me? Okay, how does Renee the Scorpio feel about me? All right, the bottom of the deck is, are you in a relationship with this person? Hi, Butterfly. You are a bit further down the list too. Okay, Debbie, you'll be next. Kaja, hi, Kaja. A lot of people on the list, Kaja. Okay. You're not in a relationship with them. Okay. The Scorpio. So are you crushing on this person? Let's have a look. I feel that you're trying to get more information about this person, trying to get the goods on this person or get them to notice you in some sort of way. You're being very strategic in what you do, what you say. You've got the 7 of Swords and the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is curious. They like to sort of like hide in the shadows and view from afar, observe, get more information without the other person knowing, being strategic. 7 of Swords, information, 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 information. You just said it in the feed as well. And you're going to get the information you need. The Chariot, Spirit's going to bring you the information you need. The Chariot, the 6 of Wands, and the 6 of Pentacles. And the Ace of Swords. So whatever you're worried about, or whatever you don't know, you're going to find out what you don't know, basically. And it's going to make you really happy. I don't know if this is a crush. Okay. Let's have a look and see what's going on here with your person of interest. What's going on with them, please, Spirit? How did they feel about you, Heba? How did they feel? All right, so we've got a King of Wands. Could be have fire in their chart, okay? This is someone who's possibly masculine. Doesn't have to be. Oh, you said he's being strategic, okay, so it's a masculine. This is someone who you find super attractive. They're really good looking. They're very charming. They're possibly a bit older than you. They've got a lot of passion for life. They could be a Leo Venus, I'm hearing. The Venus could be in Leo, or the Leo could be in Venus. I think you say it like that. Let's see what else we have. So they're looking at you here. So let's look at your side. Because the King of Wands is looking this way, I'm going to put your cards out because they're looking at you. And they're trying to figure you out. And they know that you have hidden emotions. You're coming out as the Page of Cups. So obviously younger than them. We've established that. One more. I'm also getting this could be like someone at work, or he's psychic, but I'm also intuitive. Well, the Page of Cups can be intuitive, but you still got a lot, like not being condescending, but there's a lot here to still learn. I'm getting the number 26. I don't know if you're 26, but I'm getting the number 26. I'm also getting the number 32. Okay, so that could be to do with numerology just, or it could be your age. Who knows? Okay. So what is he doing? What is he thinking about here in regards to you? He sees you as being successful in, okay, so that's the first number, I got 26. So he sees you as being successful in some sort of way. I don't know if you work with animals or if you've got animals. Hi Denise, thank you. Elaine, thank you. Dennis or Denise. Dennis, is that Dennis? Sorry if I'm pronouncing you guys' names wrong. Okay, I apologize. Why is the King of Wands looking at you? Why is he looking at you? Oh, I like it, I like it a lot. I don't know if this is what you want, but we have the Two of Cups. So he's imagining what it would be like to be in a relationship with you. He is also very passionate towards you. I just like split the deck on that because Spirit says split the deck. Okay. Oh, now I said I felt Leo energy, and we've got Leo here. So there's definitely Leo in his chart. He could be a Leo rising, a Leo Venus, a Leo moon, possibly a moon. Okay. All right, one more card with you. One or two. So this is good karma coming in for you, because the Judgment card was behind the Libran energy, which is all about like divine timing and a rebirth. And then you've got the balanced Libra energy, and it's also about karma. And with this, I feel it's about good karma and good divine timing. And the number 10. So you've definitely ended something, you're moving into something here where Spirit wants to bring you a friendship or a relationship. I don't know what it is you want from this person, whether you want like intimacy or whatever it is you want, but like he has passion for you, you have passion for him. Oh, are you manifesting this? Is this what you really want? Or are you conflicted in your mind? Because there is a feeling here of Spirit saying, excuse me, you haven't completed something, or you feel that you need to complete something before you move into this relationship. So you're guarded a little bit. You could also think you have competition. Maybe this person like has other people interested in them. Do you work with this person? Is this a boss or a supervisor? That's also coming through, but not really strongly, I would say. Okay. What else? What does he feel about her? Elaine, post your first question. What does he feel about Heba? What does he feel? He wants to continue getting to know you through communication, through conversations, okay? All right. And then there's a separate situation here where he doesn't want rejection. Yeah, he's worried of rejection. He's definitely worried about rejection. He's happy to come in and say, let's go out, let's date. I feel this way about you, but there's a lot of fear of rejection with him here. A lot of fear of rejection. Okay. So it doesn't mean to say that he doesn't have self-confidence, because King of Wands definitely does, but maybe he thinks you're a bit young for him. I'm getting he's possibly over 50 or definitely over 45. Like, I just feel that he's over 45. But you know, if he's not, he's not. Okay, like, don't be like, oh well, this really isn't for me because like he's like only 32 or something. So there is like an older. Oh, interesting. Spirit saying like there's a younger version of him, but he acts extremely mature. So he probably has his own business, his own home. Like, he's done really well for himself. He's very successful in business, especially. Okay, but like he wants to start something up with you. He wants to start something up with you, But there is a fear of like, she's too young for me, or like, what if she rejects me? I'm a little too old for her. There's something about age here, okay? Elaine? Oh my goodness. We've got Elaine for 2 and then Dennis for 1. I probably won't be able to get through any more, okay, today. We'll see. Which cards do I want to use? These ones for a base for you. Let's have a look at a general for today. What does Elaine need to focus on? Any advice for Elaine, please, Spirit, as a general message for today? And I say today because Elaine comes on every day. Oh, you've got body care. Now, this doesn't come out very often when I do readings. So maybe there's something here where you're looking at how you can be like the best version of yourself in some sort of way. Physically, I do feel like when the body care comes out, it talks about the human body, right? The physical aspect of things. So you're definitely looking at that. You may be like, there's some like spirit. If you feel you haven't looked after your physical body in the past, Spirit wants you to sort of like say, okay, well, that's then, this is now. Let's reset here, okay? So don't like, because the forgiveness card has come up. So like, don't like dwell too much upon what you should have done or could have done or whatever. I mean, God, if I did that, fucking hell. Because I drank alcohol like a lot of my life. And I wish I never had now. But I did it and it's done. So like, I just need to, there's something about working on what you have right now, okay, or working with what you have to be the best version of yourself, especially physically. All right, you may be getting a lot of signs. This card or this like energy of this card comes out a lot for you because you do get a lot of dreams. You are getting a lot of signs. Pay attention to the signs that you are getting right now, okay? There's something in there. There's a new beginning for you here, okay? So the signs you're getting are leading you to your new beginning. Why is the body care here? Oh yeah, okay. Oh my God, this is like my reading, Elaine. This is like, if I did a reading for me, and this showed up, it would be so resonant. And I always like, I don't know, you and me with our energy, we're very synced in here. It's like you're my doppelganger, even though you probably don't look like me. All right. There's light at the end of a tunnel here. I hope this is resonating. Let me know if the body care thing does, because I'd be interested in that, because there's just a lot of energy with that. You may be like, I cheated myself out of this, that, and the other. I didn't do the right thing in regards to my physical, and now I'm paying the price here, and it's a weight, it's a burden. But Spirit's saying the light at the end of the tunnel, like you can do something about this, whatever this is. Okay, it can be anything. All right, it can be anything, and Spirit's saying to like, forgive yourself here for what you didn't do right and work on it now. So this is very much my reading. So I'm going to resonate with this reading every time like I do a reading for you. I'll be like, this is also my reading. So what else do we have here? Okay. There could be something about alcohol, but it doesn't have to be. You're not going to believe what cards has just come out. It's just mental. Like it's exactly what I've been talking about. You're going through a purge here where you're releasing things you do not need. You're putting yourself on a pedestal and you're looking at the light at the end of the tunnel so you can grow, so you can be happy. There's definitely something here about the outdoors, all right? You got the devil in the reverse, which we all know what that is, like the purge, the release, the recognition and acknowledgement of things we need to release, and like the action of doing them. You've also got the Four of Cups. Now, I don't know, you don't have to say this is like what other people, like this can be even like, it may not be to do necessarily with the body 100%. It may also be to do with like other people in your life, like trying to get one over you, trying to use their charm, their good looks, their fake love to get stuff out of you. That is also not happening anymore. Okay, what's this signs here? It can be alcohol too, doesn't have to be. What is the signs all about here? Wow. OMG. I love this. I like it a lot. Okay, you got the Wheel of Fortune. Now, I just watched a show. If you go to Amrit's podcast, AMRIT, Amrit Sandhu's podcast, there's actually a really cool show, the latest podcast about tarot, and the lady who created the tarot website. And I was like, I have to watch this. Okay, I still have to watch this. So go ahead and watch that. You need to watch that because she talked about the Wheel of Fortune, and she does tarot reading for the 2026 and 2027 for a global thing. So it's super interesting. I started to watch it and I was like, no, I have to really like focus on this. So I can't watch this right now because I want to go on live and I need to like completely tune in to what she's saying. This came up in like the first 5 minutes and I was like, I have to watch this another time. It's like an hour and a half. Send me an email. I'll send you the link, Elaine. Okay. But the signs that you'll be getting are through tarot. This does say tarot on the card, okay, if you look at the Wheel of Fortune in the Rider-Waite deck, okay, and in a lot of the decks, actually. The end of a cycle, this is the number 10, you're going to be getting some sort of sign and some sort of good luck coming in here. Queen of Pentacles, no! Like, literally, I wanted to say the 10 of Pentacles. There's some uplift in money here for you, okay? And you're going to be getting signs like when to play the lottery, when to like bet on that horse, I don't know, whatever. I mean, I don't believe in horse or dog racing and I never bet on them. It just came out of my mouth, all right? All right, you're also going to be getting signs about love, possibly a romance, or someone's going to be like, you're going to get an intuitive feeling. I actually got an intuitive feeling about someone yesterday, so I'm wondering if they're going to reach out and contact me today. Interesting. But if there's been any confusion about emotions, you're going to definitely get a sign and be very clear on what you need to do. Okay, yeah, I was going to say moving forward, and we got the moving forward card mentally. Okay, so you're going to get the clarity you need on what you need to do to release, on what you need to like stop being so open emotionally or being there for others and who that is. And you're also like going to forgive yourself for like physical stuff you've done in the past that you wish you hadn't. What do you have? It's a lesson, you've learned it, you've acknowledged it, which means you've learned it and you can move on from that. I saw 2 robin and butterflies. Aww. Amna, I will be leaving the feed in 15 minutes. We've got 2 more questions that are donated, and I always put my donations first. You will not get your reading today, Amna, unfortunately. I may be on tomorrow morning, guys. I'm not sure. I don't want to commit myself, but please hit the notifications. Also, go ahead and look at the video sections of my channel. The video section of my channel, there's like a few videos out there about singles and couples love story. There's some things on there if you want to go have a look. Elaine, post your second question. We'll do another let's do this. This, what's it called, the Psychic Tarot deck. I'm going to try and light a bit of this sage. It's like, it's super hard sage, right? And you need to wave it around because obviously the oxygen gets it burning a little bit more, but that didn't really fucking work, did it? Oh my God. John! I want to sort of like let everyone say hi to John before I leave. My doggy poo-poo. John! Come on. Bye-bye. He's lazy. He's on the sofa. He doesn't want to move. Elaine, post your second question. Hey, John. It's Jon. I've just actually had a little doggy little silver heart being made for him. Yeah, he's going to have that on his new collar as well. I treat him like an absolute John, that's right. Baby. He's my baby. Should I move on from Russell? He has been in my dream 4 times. I would never tell you to move on. The spirit would never tell you to move on. You need to make that decision yourself, as you know. But I have to say that, Elaine. You're very passionate about him, though. There's like a really strong spark there. And that is what's causing the conflict in your mind, either a yes or a no. So it may be the intimacy. He may just be a friend with benefits, that you enjoy being intimate with him. Let me know if this is making sense. And your mind is like, you've got this 8 of Swords energy, which is the trapped in fear card. But in this deck, it's more like you're in a little bit of a mental prison right now, because there's so many pros and cons to the relationship. Hi, Queen. I'm so early today, Queen. I'm so early today. Yeah. You need to go within here and like figure out what you want from this relationship for your own personal growth. Like if you were to look at him and you in the future in 10 years time, would you still be together? Would it be a quick yes or no? And that doesn't mean you can't be or you shouldn't be, but what would have to change in your current world right now with him to make that connection that would last that long? Like, do you have enough in common? Do you need to find out more about him or his family or his like circumstances I'm hearing? So like there's something here, Elaine, like you need to look a little bit more deeper within what you want. Can it go past the passion? You don't see being with him. Okay. So you know the answer, like you already have the answer within. So you have the Ace of Wands here. I mean, can you be friends with benefits? It's up to you. Oh, I'll be leaving the feed. I've been on for nearly 2 hours, Queen. So I'll be leaving in like, I don't know, 10 minutes. I've got one more donated read to do and then we'll be leaving. Go ahead and look at the post section, the video section of my channel, everyone, as well, because there's a few videos out there. I'm not doing all 12 signs because I just don't have the time, okay? But there is like videos out there, and it's so hard to do 12 signs and just to upload them all and to name them all, and you've got to go through them and then you edit them into shorts. It's just too much. It's a full-time fucking job. I don't have the time right now. I don't want to commit to that. But there is Virgo and Capricorn. I do Virgo, Capricorn and a collective at the moment, and I'm just like trying some new like genres or ways of like doing them. Okay. Thank you, Kaja. I appreciate it. Okay, so there is like passion there, yeah, but I feel this is more like the center, because this is the center of your reading. I'm holding my arm now because like it's just getting heavy and sore. That's okay. Can you also do a pick a card read? I can do some pick a card reads, sure. You know what? I'll try that one today. What would you like me to ask, guys? Can you put that in the chat? Like, what would you like me to base the reading around? Like energy or love or crush or what do you want me to base it around? And I'll do that. Okay. So you've got, thank you, FC. You've got the passion ignited, and the bottom of the deck is the heartbreak and loss in the reverse. So as far as this person is concerned, I think great friendship, possibly, you know, good with intimacy. You're not really, your heart is not there 100%. I don't know where it is, but it's not necessarily there. Like if you lost him, it wouldn't be a major heartbreak. You know, it wouldn't take you usually takes a third of the time to get completely over someone as when you were with them. So that's what I'm going through right now. Okay, so you got the heartbreak and loss in the reverse, and right behind that is another person. Right behind that is the Lovers. No way, Elaine. Oh my God. All right. Spirit's saying, get yourself out of any mental prison. Why are you in a mental prison if you know that you wouldn't be with this person in 5-10 years time? Why are you putting yourself in conflict in your mind about it? Okay, you already know the answer. So you know, if you've already looked within, we've got the Hermit energy here, and we've got Gemini, by the way, then you know the answer. You can get over this, you can just move on. Why are you with him? Are you with him because there's no one else around? Are you with him because he makes you laugh? That's another question you need to ask yourself, okay? But there's someone right behind that ending. Now, it doesn't mean to say you have to end the relationship. You can be friends with the person, okay? But look what you have here. You have the someone else, like I just said, spiritual union, Two of Cups, says spiritual union on this card from the Psychic Tarot in this deck. You've got the crown chakra. Ask your spirit guides for signs. You just got signs in your general reading, like who, like 110,000% is your person. You might not even know them yet, okay? That's another question. But and then you've got the sun, and you've also got, so you've got double Leo energy, which could talk about August, but and you've also got September energy. Oh, no way. With your heart chakra, the Nine of Cups and your heart chakra. Look at all this green, which is of course about love. And ask your spirit guides to give you the signs you need. They will show you, because the sun's here to illuminate that. And you've also got the moon energy, but I'm not going to go into that because I feel that's a lot deeper than what I can do right now, okay? And like to step into your personal power and take control of this situation with courage and say no or whatever, okay? Okay, Queen, I will definitely talk to you at some point today or like later on tomorrow morning. Queen donated. Oh, thank you. We have Dennis next and then Queen. Dennis, post your question. Dennis, you could have been praying a lot. Oh, sorry. Why did you change your Danny's message? Oh, I see. Sorry, it's not. Sorry, I thought it was Denise, or you pronounced it that way. I didn't recognize it was you. How does he feel about the physical and emotional intimacy we share? Your person. Who are we talking about here? Oh, Rashad, the Aries. So the Aries, my twin. What do you mean your twin? Oh, your twin flame. Well, you feel it is. We're in contact again after 4 years. We've both changed. We speak quite well and we've been intimate for a few months. Okay. How does he feel about you? Okay. The physical and emotional intimacy. It is funny how you do view people that you knew in the past, right? And you reconnect with them and then you see them in a different light. So it can be like, oh, thank God I like left that person, my God, you know, or oh wow, like I'm reconnecting with them. So very nice. Okay, I'm going to pull some divine feminine. I know he's masculine, but we'll look at that. Oh wow. So how do they feel? They feel super happy. They feel like a pig in mud, I'm hearing. Got honey here. As far as intimacy is concerned, maybe you could use some food in your lovemaking. That's funny. Okay, Spirit's funny. But he's really, really happy. Oh wow, I love this. Maybe, I'm not sure. Probably not, Elaine, because I've been on for 2 hours now, so I probably won't come on again now. Yeah, we've got honey, we've got like milk. There's an elephant here which talks about learning from the past. Okay, so Spirit's saying he's happy he had the experiences between when he knew you 4 years ago and what he's had now. Because he's probably dated a few people. He could have been in a relationship. I'm hearing 2 years, perhaps 2 of the years he was in a relationship. But there's something about he's glad that he learned what he had to between the time he was with you to now. Does that make sense? So that's really significant. Where he's able to go back and completely immerse himself into the relationship in a mature way. And he wouldn't be that person for you now if he hadn't learned all the things that he learned from the past 4 years. Because now he wants to go the distance, right? Look at this, go the distance. He does want to go the distance with you, all right? It's really important that you're open and honest as well with your communication and be very authentic, Danny, okay? Wow. Oh my God. Okay. And there's definitely something about these animal spirits on this card because you got the elephant, which is learning from the past. The go the distance card is a leopard or a cheetah, whatever, but I'm seeing it as a leopard because Spirit just said, look at the leopard. It's actually a cheetah because cheetahs are the fastest animal on the planet, right? But the Spirit's showing it to me as a cheetah, but not a cheater as in he's cheating. Like the animal, right? Spirit's showing me as a leopard. And the leopard does change its spots. So that's saying the leopard never changed its spots is bullshit, okay? People can change. Oh my God, I like it. I'm different with him. I used to be my shell, now I'm more relaxed, open. Okay, happy. Yeah. Look at you laughing here. Oh, look at you laughing here. You literally just said happy, like laughing, belly laugh. Look at her laughing here. Is this you? I think it is. And he's so funny and he's so fun to be with. Wow, I love this, Daddy. And also, like, I'm coming over June, July. So if you're getting married, you have to get married when I'm there. So you have to revolve your wedding date around when I'm there next year, okay? So I can obviously go to the wedding. Serendipity. Good luck. He feels the luckiest person in the world. I feel that you've cried tears of joy. I feel like because I do remote view, like I do remotely view as well, and I feel that you're either going you're going to, or you have literally cried to a friend or a family member saying, I'm so lucky, whatever, okay? All right, I'm going to use the Divine Feminine cards. And then we're going to, Queen will be last. I don't think I'll be able to get to Barbados. I just think it's a lot for me next year. Like, I've got a lot of places to go, not necessarily people to see, even though I'm spending time with like Joan and Eddie and Brittany and Debbie and like other people, and Queen as well. We're going to New York and I'm going to Gettysburg. So for me to get to Barbados, this is a lot, okay? To buy women's cards. Yeah. So this is Divine Feminine deck. It's so beautiful. It's called the Triple Goddess deck, okay? Don't plan too much. I'm a Virgo sun, I plan, okay? I'll throw some ideas at you, okay? There's got to be some of my ideas too, not just all yours, Queen, okay? We've got the Peacock Spirit as well. I love this card. This is Virgo card. The Virgo energy, she's looking at this peacock here. I want to see your peacock, your peacock. I'm not like, don't even go there, all right? Okay, so Spirit's giving me another message here. It's almost like advice for you. Spirit, okay, yeah, this is advice for you. So we already know how he feels. That's established, okay? And things are lining up perfectly for you. And you're really happy and he's really happy. But there's something here about maintaining your independence and freedom, and that and your confidence, because that is really sexy to him as well. And there's definitely something here about good karma coming in. There's something here about being very truthful with everything he asks you, and make sure you are, and that you explain, or like if he asks you a question, say, you know, in a mature way, sort of say to him, okay, I do have something to talk to you about there, but let me just like, give me some time. So I want to process how I'm going to say it and how I'm going to tell you. And I think that he's mature enough to like, to understand that. Keep getting to know each other again. Keep getting to know how each other ticks. I'm seeing like you're sitting in the car together and you're opening like an ice cream, or like you're laughing and you're trying to figure out how to open the ice cream. I don't know why the fuck I'm seeing that. He may jump in the car and say, I've bought us an ice cream, we're going to share it. And he tries to open it and you're laughing and you're trying to open the ice cream. I don't know what that means. I know, you tell me if that makes sense. Oh my God. And this is also like, he's a man, right? And I think a lot of men, the masculines, and you know, the masculines that are online now, if there's any of you online now, any males, I'm not talking about masculine in the female, I'm talking about males. Males have been so demasculated, and there's all this equality, which is fine. We can be equal without demasculating our men. All right. I think where most females fall down is that they're in this Gen X mentality where they think they can do everything themselves and they don't need a man. So that freedom and independence I'm talking about is nothing to do with being free and independent in that way, where you're not showing up for him also in building him up, putting him on a pedestal, giving him appreciation for the things he does, telling him how good he is at things, because that's what the masculine needs to hear. The masculine, like the DNA of the masculine, whatever, has not changed. It's been forced to comply. You've got the Two of Cups here. So this is, I love this card. I think that the card that I love most in this deck is the Lovers. I'd love that to come out. You got the Three of Cups, having fun, getting to know each other, getting to know each other's friends. There's just so many beautiful cards here. Show me the Four of Wands, Spirit. I like the Four of Wands too in this deck. There's a lot of internet, back and forth, messaging. There's a real good opportunity to also help each other. I actually feel this person's going to propose to you, by the way. There at some point, okay, I don't know when, but at some point. I think there's a really good opportunity as well for you both to support each other's healing in some sort of way by talking about difficult situations you've been out, you know, in the past, and how you've got out of them and how difficult things have been. This could be pillow talk as well, right? Okay, who's a jeweler? Okay. And like, I feel the time will come for that. I think it will be more like August time when you really start opening up about past situations and like what that means in regards to like what you've learned and what you still need to heal from. I think there's a real like strong opening there to do that, okay, from your heart. That was your reading. Queen, post your question. You will be last. I'm not taking any more donations, guys. And I'm not taking any more reads today. Just Queen's reading. She is last. We'll continue to use the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Okay. I got a bit impatient with John. He pulled my Okay, Queen. Okay. What's going on with Queen and John? You feel like you're living the same thing over again, just with a different person. So you could have like literally dealt with something like this in the past. There's a lot of conflict in your mind. You're like, again, really? It's like, or you're either saying this to yourself, like, have I ever learned, or am I ever going to learn this lesson? Am I going to continue like this with these people, with the like people that are not available emotionally? 5th of July. Yeah, am I going to continue with people that are not emotionally mature? Spirit is really trying to help you. You've got 3 spiritual cards at the bottom of the deck. You've got the High Priestess, well 4 actually. You've got the High Priestess energy, you've got the Justice energy, you've got the Leg Up card, and you've got another High Priestess energy with the Deep Knowing, okay? I think there's some sort of thing that you've got to look inside yourself a little bit more here. Like, is there some sort of, or is this him? Oh, I think this is him. I want to see tangibly what's going on with him, but I feel that he's got a fear of rejection. I mean, it could be you, but I feel it's more like him. Let's just use the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. What's going on with John? What is going on? Because I just feel sneaky energy here. I'm not going to lie here, Queen, that there's something, Athena, that is not right here. And you know it. Like, don't worry about it. Just, you know it. You need to follow, you need to trust yourself more here, because if you're feeling a red flag or something's going on, and I actually feel like he could be literally talking to more than one person. Now, like, we'll just see what the cards say, but that's what I'm intuitively picking up. Now, it doesn't mean to say he is, or it doesn't mean to say this relationship isn't going anywhere, because it may. But I'm just feeling something like maybe you're mistrusting of him, because he's giving you reason to, Spirit's saying. Like, he's not opening up. You're being strong here. But there's conflict in your mind. You want to say what you want to say, you're not strong enough to say it, or you don't feel like it's time, or you just feel he's not a strong contender, right? Like, if a masculine wants you, they're going to go like to any length to like be around you. They're not going to play games. I just feel he's playing games. And you're like sitting here like you're sitting here with a lot of love to give, and you're, you know, wanting like the contract to start with him, like the soul contract, but it's not starting. It's like a non-starter. What is going on with him, please, Spirit? Because you're showing me a lot of Athena. So you're going to have communication. It's going to come in quickly. It's possibly going to come in like in the evening. I'm also getting between 5 and 6 p.m. Very specific. Could be tonight. It could be tomorrow. Who knows? I'm not going to give you a time frame, but they could be asking you to go out. Okay, they could be saying, do you want to go out? So I don't know how far away, or I'm coming to see you, or whatever. Okay, yeah, do you want to go out? The Fool. And you're like, I'm not sure about this, but I think you're going to accept it. Like if he asks you to meet him, you're going to accept it. You're going to meet him. But there's going to be, like, you're going to have to be very careful with your conversation, because you could have you could have a conversation that could literally end something. So it's sort of like tower energy, but I haven't seen the tower yet today. And there it is. Okay. So you could have a conversation with them when you see them that could end the situation, that could end the relationship completely, or you could have a massive fight. So it's really important to be careful here. All right, really important. Often when I see a card and it comes out immediately after I've seen it, like this could even just be a non-starter. Like the relationship could not even go from like 0 to 1. You have to be very careful. Jin, I am leaving the feed in a second. I'm sorry, I've been on here over 2 hours. Yeah. You got the 9 of Cups. Put yourself first. Set your boundaries. All right. There's something here about the month of July that's going to be very, very significant in regards to your relationship. Okay. Where you're maybe seeing each other or talking to each other a lot more. But with that Tower, like this is like, it's going to make or break it. So be careful you don't get frustrated and you don't let go. Two of Pence in the reverse. This is like just being very careful with the decisions you make, and that includes like what you say, right? You can make this or break this. You are the magician. You're in control of this. What's the ultimate outcome here? There could be commitment. Like you guys could definitely go forward, but there's I mean, there's that 7 of Swords. There's a lot of mistrust here, or you're going to be mistrusting him. Is he showing you enough integrity or loyalty right now for you to know 100% he's not sneaky? Because I feel sneakiness. Okay, right. Is there anything, what's going on with him? Show me the 7 of Swords, if there is like in 3 cards spirit, if there's like mistrust is warranted here. Is mistrust warranted here? No, I feel it's more like well, yes, you have trust issues, or he does, but I think you really need to work on opening up to love more and accepting love in. And then if you get rejected, you get rejected, but then you can deal with that later, Queen. But there's a need here to trust more, for you to trust more, okay? Because it is a burden on you. Spirit's also saying to have fun, like let your hair down, like have intimacy, like there's something here about your sacral chakra, right? And your Kundalini energy. There's something here about, it's more so that your fear of rejection or emotionally opening up and then being let down or rejected is like stopped you or stopping you from working on this or wanting to like really put your everything into it, okay? Anything else, Spirit? The devil. The devil. The devil! Why is the devil here? You're going to have conversations about intimacy. I think the opportunity for intimacy is going to be there. You're definitely having conversations about intimacy and sex. And I think you may go there, and you may have already gone there. I don't know, whatever, you don't have to say. Whether you have or not, it doesn't really matter. The opportunity is going to be there, okay? Next time you see him. That was the readings today. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you, Queen. Thank you, everyone. This sage. You know me, every time I light that sage. So there may be a conversation about intimacy. Okay. I think that's coming up. I think there needs to be some decision about that. And I don't think, well, I'm not saying too much, but that's up to you to decide what to do there. Okay, thank you guys for being here. Thank you. I appreciate you all. I will catch you tomorrow, probably, maybe tomorrow morning, maybe. I'm not going to say 100%.